Hello, everyone. Josie here. We're picking up with part 8 of Christians, Technology, and the Bible. I left off talking to you about the Israeli author and atheist Yuval Noah Harari. He was quoted once as saying, "We are almost like gods." Another aspect of what Mr. Harari has mentioned has caused unrest among Christians, and I mentioned this before. AI can create its own ideas. He compared the development of AI with I mentioned the printing press, where the printing press can only do what we feed it, but AI can make stuff up. He also goes on to say, Accordingly, various religions invoke the supernatural way in which their holy books were created, be it the Bible or the Quran or whatever. In a few years, there may be religions that are actually correct, he said with a smirk. Think of holy books written by AI. That could be a true reality. Dutch Christian news website talks about him as seemingly casting aside the millennia of claims of divine inspiration by not just Christianity, but all the other world religions. Furthermore, according to Harari, AI could fulfill the religious dream of a book written by a superhuman intelligence. Harari called the Bible, specifically, a book of myths and stories. In a column for a British newspaper, The Guardian, he pointed out that even secular school children in Israel learn about the Garden of Eden and Noah's Ark long before they hear about Neanderthals or see the cave art that's available to be seen. He's accusing us of bombarding our children with myths and disinformation. When asked, Harari said, to wish for a society, let's go of its fantasies. If we let go a little of our ideological and religious fantasies, that is the basis to create a better world for everybody, said Jesus. Never. Wow. So continuing on here, let me get to my next section here. Let's talk about, other than what I mentioned, let's talk about 5 dangers of using technology in the Christian life. Most of us are fans of technology, but we realize it's got its dangers, but there's alienation. Nothing messes up a person's head like isolation. And you could sit in the house and have everything you need. You can have your food delivered now. You never have to leave. You can watch TV if you don't want to pay your cable. You can watch YouTube. You can watch anything on YouTube, whole series and shows and things like that. And you can run the shows on your TV, so you don't have to sit there and look at your little phone. So technology is getting to the point where I've had people at church tell me it's difficult to come to church because they admit that it's easier to sit at home with their pajamas on and a cup of coffee listening to our pastor preach. How about an addiction? Certainly our phones have become an addiction, haven't they? And too much TV, too much of The Sopranos, too much of the royal family, too much of The Bachelor and the Bachelorette or whatever it's called. But they need to be plugged in is extreme in some cases here. We've actually had people who died because they refused to sit down and eat food and get proper rest, and they just died playing a video game. Honestly, they really did. Laziness. Now, don't you think that some things are best communicated face to face? I've always come to both services when possible because most of the people I have assigned as my families come to that service, and I want to see you face to face. I want to get an idea. Do you look healthy? Do you look happy? Are you sad? Are you in pain? You smiling? We're so lazy, aren't we? I don't want to write down I write you a note on Facebook. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Okay. So and so is doing okay. That's not how we do things. What can I pray for you for? Is there anything I can help you with? Are you discouraged about anything? What's going on in your life? Is everything okay? The potential to sin. We have a treasure trove of porn out there, don't we? I mean, what is it? 2, 3, 4 clicks away. You can see anything you want. Day or night, anytime you want to see it. It's a problem. We just had a recent little mini seminar on it at our church, and the statistics are astonishing. 70% of men in churches watch porn. Kids are watching porn as early as 8, 9 years old. Facebook didn't create jealousy, envy, pride, lust, and gossip, but it sure makes those sins easy to fall into. How many times have you gotten in a tiz over something on Facebook or something you read in the news, and you start typing and you go, oh, I can't do that, and you erase it, you do it again, I can't. And the Holy Spirit keeps showing up, like when I'm in my car and I want to cuss out a driver, there's the Holy Spirit sitting there. Anyway, the interaction, as I mentioned way back when in these devotionals, we've gotten to the point where we don't do a lot of human interaction, and it shows. And lastly, we waste time. And how sad, because time is very precious, and it definitely should not be wasted. Well, I'll get back to you next time. Take care. God bless.